Hello everyone, and welcome back. Not royal legends, but real people bearing both the glory and contradictions of a brutal era. Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, Elizabeth Van Lew, John Hunt Morgan, George E. Pickett, and many others have left an indelible mark on the history of the American Civil War. Based on official historical records, advanced restoration software, and modern AI technology, these faces now return, vivid and haunting. Who do you want to see next? Leave a comment below. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Number 12, John Singleton Mosby, 1833–1916, nicknamed the Gray Ghost, was a master of guerrilla warfare for the Confederacy during the Civil War. Leading a small cavalry unit, he launched daring raids behind enemy lines, including the famous capture of Union General Stoughton in 1863. After the war, Mosby shocked many by supporting President Grant. He died in 1916 and is remembered as a brilliant, irregular fighter. His tactics, though controversial, helped shape modern guerrilla warfare and still influence military thought today. Number 1. Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, 1828–1914. Nicknamed the Lion of Little Round Top, was a language professor turned Civil War hero at Gettysburg. He led the 20th Maine in holding the Union's left flank severely wounded, but survived after the war. He served 4 terms as governor of Maine, and later became president of Baldwin College in 1914, from complications of his wounds. Though some question the legend, Chamberlain remains a symbol of courage, intellect, and lifelong public devotion. Number 14. Lewis Addison Armistead, 1817–1863. A Confederate general was mortally wounded during Pickett's charge at Gettysburg while leading his brigade over the stone wall. He died 2 days later as his close friend from West Point, Union General Hancock, lay wounded on the other side. Their divided friendship became one of the Civil War's most poignant tragedies. Armistead's leather Bible case, the only surviving personal item, is now displayed at the Gettysburg Museum as a silent witness to courage, loss, and a nation at war with itself. Number 2. John Buford, 1826–1863. A Union cavalry general, was known for his remarkable battlefield instinct. On the first day of Gettysburg, he secured the high ground, giving the Union a critical advantage. Just 3 months after that crucial stand, he died of typhoid fever while the war still raged on. Unlike more celebrated generals, Buford left quietly, but is now remembered as the man who laid the first stone for Union victory at Gettysburg. Number 15. Earl Van Dorn, 1820–1863. A Confederate general, was known for his aggressive style and scandalous personal life. He commanded at Pea Ridge and Corinth, but was criticized for poor tactical discipline. Handsome and charming, Van Dorn was fatally shot by a jealous husband in Tennessee after an alleged affair. His controversial death overshadowed his battlefield exploits. Though opinions vary, Van Dorn is remembered as a daring cavalryman, part romantic icon, part flawed commander in the complex legacy of the Southern cause. Number 3. John Fulton Reynolds, 1820–1863. Born in Pennsylvania, was a brilliant general of the Northern Union during the American Civil War. Nicknamed the Steadfast Soldier for his courage and leadership. At the Battle of Gettysburg, he was killed while personally leading troops under fire. His sudden death left deep regret for a rare and gifted commander. History remembers him as a symbol of complete sacrifice for ideals, for country, and for a sense of unshakable duty. Number 16. Stand Watie. Around 1806 to 1871, a Cherokee leader was the only Native American general to serve in the Confederate Army during the Civil War. He led Native cavalry in raids across the Southwest and became known for guerrilla tactics. Watie was the last Confederate general to surrender in June 1865. Within the Cherokee Nation, he remained a divisive figure due to his alliance with the South. Today, his legacy reflects courage, loyalty, and the deep conflicts facing Native peoples during America's most divided era. Number 4. Winfield Scott Hancock, 1824–1886. A brilliant general of the Northern Union, was nicknamed Hancock the Superb for his composure and exceptional leadership. At Gettysburg, he held the Union center against Pickett's charge and refused to leave the field despite being wounded. After the war, he remained in service and ran for president. He died in 1886 from complications of an old wound. Today, his name is linked to loyalty and military skill, though some historians debate his decisions at the Battle of Reams Station 1864. Number 9. Alonzo H. Cushing, 1841–1863. A 22-year-old Union artillery officer died at the angle during Gettysburg while resisting Pickett's final charge. Though gravely wounded, he fought until the last breath. In 2014, 151 years later, he was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. Cushing became a symbol of unconditional bravery and silent sacrifice in the history of the Civil War. Forever honored, at the very place he fell, where the fate of a nation turned in fire and resolve. Number 18. Raphael Semmes, 1809–1877. The most feared Confederate pirate of the Atlantic. Before the Civil War, he was a seasoned officer in the U.S. Navy and fought in the Mexican-American War. When war broke out, he joined the Confederacy and became a nightmare for Union shipping, commanding the CSS Alabama. He sank 65 merchant ships in just 22 months, causing millions in damage. After his defeat off the coast of France in 1864, he was captured, pardoned, and later worked as a lawyer and professor. Semmes' legacy remains controversial. Naval genius or the final symbol of the South's war at sea. Number 11. John Hunt Morgan, 1825–1864. The Thunderbolt of the Confederacy led a 1,000-mi raid through Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio. In 1863, the deepest incursion into Union territory during the war, captured and later escaping from prison, he resumed operations until ambushed and killed in Tennessee. His death at 39 ended the legend of a daring cavalry raider. Though historians debate his strategic impact, Morgan remains a romantic figure in Southern memory, celebrated for his boldness and guerrilla spirit. Number 5. Strong Vincent, 1837–1863. A young lawyer from Pennsylvania left his profession to join the Union Army on July 2 at Gettysburg. He led his brigade to seize Little Round Top without waiting for orders and was mortally wounded, shouting, "Hold this ground." Vincent died a few days later, just as news of his promotion arrived too late. Though he died young, he is remembered as the man who saved a vital position, an enduring symbol of bravery, resolve, and unwavering loyalty. Number 10. Elizabeth Van Lew, 1818–1900. A wealthy Richmond woman became a master Union spy nicknamed Crazy Bet for feigning madness to mask her work. From within the Confederate capital, she built an intelligence network, rescued prisoners, and sent critical information to General Grant. After the war, she was ostracized in her hometown and lived out her life in isolation. Today, she is honored as a symbol of courage and quiet resistance, a woman who risked everything for the cause of liberty. Number 19. Sterling Price, 1809–1867. Former governor of Missouri, initially supported the Union, but later joined the Confederacy and became a Southern general. In 1864, he led 12,000 men in the Missouri Campaign, which ended in defeat at the Battle of Westport, the largest engagement west of the Mississippi. After the war, Price went into exile in Mexico before returning and dying of cholera in 1867. His legacy reflects both an unfulfilled cause and deep loyalty to his native Missouri. Number 6. Gouverneur Kemble Warren, 1830–1882, a Union general and engineer, rose to fame at Gettysburg by swiftly reinforcing Little Round Top and saving the Union flank. Though hailed as the savior of Gettysburg, he was later relieved of command at Five Forks, accused of hesitation. His name remained contested until he was posthumously vindicated. Warren died quietly in 1882. Today, his legacy stands as a historical paradox. A man who saved a battle, yet could not defend his own reputation in time. Number 7. Abner Doubleday, 1819–1893. A Union general assumed command on the first day of Gettysburg after Reynolds was killed and helped hold the line at a crucial moment. Though his military legacy is often overshadowed, his name became famously tied without evidence to the invention of baseball. He died in 1893 in New Jersey. Today, Doubleday's memory lives on in the curious space between battlefield history and cultural legend, where fact and folklore continue to blend in the American imagination. Number 17. Nathan Bedford Forrest, 1821–1877. The most controversial Confederate general in American history, was nicknamed the Wizard of the Saddle for his natural brilliance in cavalry tactics. A former slave trader, he rose to become one of the most successful untrained commanders of the Civil War. His greatest victory came at the Battle of Fort Pillow, 1864, but he was condemned for the massacre of black Union soldiers. After the war, Forrest served as the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, though he later renounced the group. His death in 1877 marked the end of a complex life, one remembered both as a symbol of military genius and as a shadow over American history. Number 8. Francis Preston Blair, Jr., 1821–1875. A statesman general from a powerful political family helped keep Missouri in the Union as the Civil War began. He led effectively at Vicksburg and Atlanta, earning praise from Sherman. After the war, Blair lost his vice presidential bid and was seen by many as too radical. He died in 1875, leaving behind the image of a forceful, principled leader, one admired for his conviction, yet whose legacy remains debated in the story of post-war America. Number 13. George Edward Pickett, 1825–1875. A Confederate general is best known for Pickett's charge, a bold but disastrous assault at Gettysburg in 1863. The failed attack led to massive losses and marked a turning point against the South. Though brave, Pickett was criticized for reckless tactics. After the war, he lived quietly until his death in 1875. His name endures as a symbol of both valor and tragic miscalculation, etched into Civil War memory, as a costly lesson in battlefield command. Number 20. Alexander H. Stephens, 1812–1883. The only vice president of the Confederate States, is best known for his 1861 cornerstone speech, in which he declared that slavery was the foundation of the Confederacy. Though initially supporting secession, he gradually clashed with President Jefferson Davis. After the war, Stephens was arrested, then released, and quickly returned to politics. In 1873, he became the first Southern politician to be re-elected to the U.S. Congress, and in 1882 was elected governor of Georgia. He died in 1883, only months after taking office, leaving behind a deeply controversial political legacy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and hit subscribe so you won't miss our next exciting content.